Live from New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show. Today, the talented and sexy Anthony Mackie tells us about his star-studded new movie and gives his take on relationships that will surprise you. Plus, Wendy's tackling your toughest questions in Ask Wendy. And we're breaking down all of today's juiciest hot topics. Now, here's Wendy.
Say hello to my co-host, my studio audience. Oh boy. I'm feeling cozy. Let's get started. It's time for Hot Topics. Thank you. There they go. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Did you, Thank you. Did you watch Empire last night? Week number 3, and it's still so good. Earlier this week, it was announced that they already got picked up for a second season. You know, sometimes shows get big ratings the first time you watch it, the very first night, and then the ratings start to drop off until it gets canceled, but not this one. This is a good one. So, Taraji P. Henson, I've said it before, I'll say it again, everybody's good on the show, but she's the reason to watch. And last night, she lashed out at her ex-husband's new fiance while praying. Take a look.
Excuse me. In this family, we say grace before we shove food in our mouths. Shall we? Give me your hand. I prayed on bended knee on many a night that this day would finally come. And God, please do not withhold your blessings, even from hoes that hire skanks to spy on me. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
Amen. Just so good, so ridiculous. I love the writing, I love the characters. Although, remember when Taraji was here promoting Empire, and she said that she told Lee Daniels, who created the show, if you want me to be in the show, then I can only do it if you have Terrence Howard, because they're used to working together. And if it's not Terrence, then I don't care about, being in the show. She wasn't being shady, she just wanted Terrence. So Lee ended up hiring Terrence. And she never told us who else was in the running who might have gotten this job if it wasn't for Terrence. Well, I found out that it was Wesley Snipes. Now, Terrence Howard is good, but Wesley Snipes, that would have been a home run. Yes. But the show is a home run anyway. Don't forget, Empire airs Wednesday nights at 9 o'clock on Fox. Yeah. In the house. Empire is my show individually. I watch it in the man cave, but as a family, our show is Power. 50 Cent's show? Power, yeah. Lukewarm reception. It's on Stars. Yeah. Anyway, so good news for TLC. Remember yesterday we were talking about Kickstarter? They were trying to have you give them money so that they can put out a new album. And I told you their goal was $150,000 between the studio time and whatever else they needed. And so they put it on Kickstarter, and in only 24 hours they had raised like $50,000, and I was shocked. Well, as of now, they've raised almost, well, as of last night, they raised $150,000. They reached their goal. And as of right now, they're up to $172,000. Well, now I think that this is terrific, because I was a naysayer. I was saying, nobody's going to give money because, first of all, we're just getting off of our holiday budgets. You know what I'm saying? Like we've spent our extra money on gifts and stuff. And so I said, nobody's gonna give money also because while people love TLC, and I love TLC too, and I'm trying to be objective because both of these girls have been here on the show and we love them. But I must say, I didn't think that you cared about new TLC music because you're not buying a lot of new music, even from people who put out great music, You didn't buy Mariah's album. You're very selective in the music that you buy, And I'm just thinking TLC's category of people who buy TLC's music, we're a little bit older and we have other things to spend our money on than music. So, egg on my face, $172,000. And there are some pretty prominent people who donated money to them. Like New Kids on the Block gave them $10,000. Well, when I heard that, I said, okay. I know. I said, that's really nice, that a musician understands the struggle of other musicians, and so they gave $10,000. And then Katy Perry donated $5,000. And when you donate money, you get stuff. Like for $5,000, Katy gets a sleepover with the TLC member of her choice. But hold on now. This is kind of cool. Imagine if you just randomly live in Homedale, New Jersey, right? And it's an affluent community. You have $5,000 for your kid. Your kid's about to turn 13 years old. She wants a sleepover. You give $5,000 to Chili, and she shows up at the sleepover. With sleeping bag in hand. That would be fabulous. For $1,000, you can get one of them to go to the movies with you. Well, I think that would be fabulous. Can you imagine on opening day of 50 Shades of Grey and you show up with T-bars? You pick her up at the airport, and she comes to your house, and you get your snacks all together, because I don't know about you, but when I go to the movies, I do a combination of food I bring in and a few things I might buy over there at the concession stand. But this would be fantastic. My Norman, the black one, my Norman, I was telling you, donated $10. But look. For just $10, you get a written list of their favorite songs with Love, T-Bars, and Chili at the end. So you do get something out of it. So wow, congratulations, TLC, you made it. But I must say about this Kickstarter, and this is not just TLC, this is just in general, I thought Kickstarter was better served as something for the common man. Like, say, you live in Fairfield, New Jersey, and you've written a script for a movie, but you're a student at Fairfield High School, and you need money and your parents don't have the money. That's what I thought Kickstarter is better served at. It's something weird about Kickstarter being put to use for people who either once had a lot of money or maybe still do have a lot of money. Like I know Zach Braff, what project did he put on Kickstarter? A movie. Uh-huh. Like, why would you give Zach Braff movie money, when the assumption is that Zach Braff has money to make his own movie, or he can go to the bank and get a loan like everybody else. Spike Lee put something up on Kickstarter for a movie too. I just thought that was kind of weird. I think Kickstarter is for the common man, not a superstar, you know? But congratulations, TLC. Congratulations. Lindsay Lohan is having a major health scare. Well, so she was vacationing in Bora Bora over Christmas. Look at that hammock in the water. Isn't that delicious? I could just lay there all day as long as somebody kept walking me out, you know, shots of tequila or something. I lay there all day. It was the best. Anyway, she was in Bora Bora over Christmas and she caught a rare disease. No, from a mosquito. Well, she was rushed to the Bora Bora hospital with a high fever and joint pains. And then she was released, but it's not over because whatever she caught, there's no cure that we know of. You know, kind of like Ebola. You know, you can I guess you can cure Ebola once you keep your eye on it, but there is no cure for this mosquito thing, initially speaking. So, you know, of all the things for her to catch, with all that hard living she's done. Only to be done in by a mosquito. No, but you know what? It seems like she has a dark cloud over her head. Kind of like Chris Brown, you know, like wherever she goes, something, you know, messy is going to happen. You know, even if it's not her fault or like Chris's fault or anything. So her mom, Dina, who is out in Long Island, she rushed to Lindsay's side in London, and she desperately wants Lindsay to move back to Long Island so that she can take care of her. Well, that's great in theory, Dina. The problem is that you can barely take care of yourself. And also, I think a lot of Lindsay's problem is that she's had people take care of her from the time she's a little girl into womanhood. You know, at some point, a woman's got to stand on her own. And the only way you can do that is basically just throw your kid out there and lock the door. And, no, really, at 28 years old, you know what I'm saying? Just so, you know, I'm sorry to hear about what happened, Lindsay. That's all the more reason to stay in the house, which is, I tell you, I love to stay in the house. I like to stay in the house with the windows open and watch the world go by. But being in the house is the best because you're safe from everything, you know? And that's also one of the problems with going places where you have to sleep in a mosquito net. You know, and it's not like the brochures, you know, hide that from you. You know, they'll tell you, like, bring mosquito repellent. If you don't have any, we have it here at the gift shops. You know, make sure that you're prepared to wear mosquito net. In other words, there's a mosquito problem. There's one more place on the face of the earth that I would have loved to have gone that I will not be going. Bora Bora. I mean, honestly, you know, I love to see other places, but I like to see them from the safety of my house. I can look on the computer and just see how beautiful everything is, you know? It's really a shame between mosquitoes, tsetse flies, you know, meningitis, terrorists, airport ridiculousness, and hotel chambermaids that steal your stuff. It really just makes me just want to stay in Jersey. It's horrible. So, Kylie Jenner's on the front of the new Cosmo magazine. I secretly still read Cosmo. I do. And Cosmo Girl. You gotta keep up on what the kids are up to. You just can't read Ladies' Home Journal all your life and think you know what's popping out here. So, I especially like the January one because that's the horoscope edition. You know what I'm talking about. The bedside astrologer, they call it. It's a tear out. So after you throw away the magazine, you keep it in your night table, and then you check on your life as the year goes by. That. Anyway, Kylie says that she's not against plastic surgery. Gee, you think? No, she says she doesn't desire it now. Now, there's been a lot of speculation about her face, but we'll talk about her breasts first, okay? She Instagrammed this photo, and it sparked rumors that she might have gotten breast implants. Well, I must say, I thought she got breast implants also. Although if you look at this picture right here in the burgundy dress, you see under boob smile, where maybe she does have enough volume to wear that special bra from Victoria's Secret, because that's what she said she got, some Victoria's Secret bra, and she put it on in this right here. I don't know, as a breastnista, I'm not sure. Clap if you think that these are breast implants. Clap if you understand the power of a good bra. It looks like you guys are on the fence as well. I don't know. You know, when you have that mother and she's only 17 years old, I could see Chris signing the papers for her to get plastic surgery, unfortunately, because, you know, you have to have somebody sign the papers. Now, let's talk about the mouth. She says that she likes to overdraw her lips. I insist that these are lip injections. Here's what she used to look like. She's not a bad-looking girl to begin with, but I have to say, down here, the lip injection one, money well spent. It's horrible to say. It's horrible, but money well spent. You know, I think that, like, moms need to tell their daughters they're beautiful, at least until the daughters are 18 years old, in which case then the mom doesn't get blamed when the daughter gets plastic surgery, you know? Because when I look at this girl, I say anything that she's gotten done, including the lips, this is your fault, Chris. You only pass, yeah. Because we've all read that you never really told Chloe that she's beautiful, and that's where she gets her body dysmorph, you know? So I can only imagine what you told Kylie, if anything at all, you know? She could have gotten the lips when she's 18. I don't know about you, but the reason that I judge is because she's 17 and I know that I've never seen her carry a book bag. So between not going to school, having a 25-year-old boyfriend, and, you know, a push-up bra / breast implants, it's just all too much. Plastic surgery, only on account of where I was raised and what I was used to me, the only plastic surgery that's acceptable is a nose job. Because when I was growing up in Ocean Township, that was almost like a rite of passage. Like, you know, you got your nose job as like a bat mitzvah gift or something like that. That was like a way of life, do you know what I mean? There were two things that, you know, if you didn't have one of the two, then you weren't necessarily that cool. One, a nose job, or no, my button nose is by nature. Although there are many people who have accused me for years, and I find it fascinating and lovely. Thank you. And then the other one, if you didn't have braces, you weren't part of the in crowd. You know what I mean? Like when I was growing up, I wore braces. I was glad to have crooked teeth so I could be part of the in crowd too. Anyway, Kylie, whatever you're doing, money well spent. And Chris, shame on you. You know that thing with Tiger Woods' homeless tooth? Well, here's the first picture. Okay, first of all, he has a dead brown tooth in the front of his mouth. And no, because I thought that the tooth that popped out at Lindsay's, you know, award-winning, whatever, I originally thought that it was, you know, a fake tooth, maybe, you know, screwed into his skull or something like that, or with some bonding glue, and it just, boop, popped out. I don't know that much about fake teeth because I don't have any, but when I do have some, then I'll be more proficient in it. But apparently, it was his doctor, excuse me, his manager who put it out there that Tiger was knocked in the face by a video camera during a media frenzy to get to Lindsay. Well, the event organizers were eyewitnesses and said that he was never knocked in the tooth with anything. And then we consulted a dentist. Well, that's what we do. And the dentist that we consulted said that Because that brown tooth was a real tooth. So now, you know how it is when you get a tooth extracted, how there's blood everywhere. And if it was knocked out by the camera, then he would have had maybe a split lip and some swelling. That's a clean break right there. So my assumption is that the manager felt as though he had to say something, so he said that. But you know what? My thought is that, this is over in Italy, and maybe Tiger left the US to surprise his girlfriend. The tooth wasn't ready, because your dentist has to order. They make a mold of your mouth, and then they have to order your fakery. Maybe the tooth wasn't ready, and Tiger decided he's going to go anyway to Italy to surprise his girl. Which, I don't blame him. I don't know whether this tooth fell out in Italy or not. Maybe it did fall out in Italy, but maybe he feels like me and a lot of you. I don't want to go to the doctors someplace where I don't speak the language. Like, I don't trust translators, and I'm sure the doctors around the world are absolutely lovely, probably better than American doctors. But, you get used to certain things. Like my girlfriend, Toni Braxton. She doesn't have breast implants, but Tone, remember years ago when I was on the radio and we were talking, and you told me this behind the scenes. She said she was in England and one of her breast implants, this is back when she had them, one of her breast implants popped. Well, she's like me. She let it, she just came back. She came back to the States and she got it replaced here. She wasn't going to get, and even though she speaks the language in England, she felt more comfortable with her own doctors. That's how I feel. Has anybody ever been to doctors in a foreign land for some emergency? Clap if you feel like me, like vacation over, I'm going back home. Yeah. Yeah, me too. So that dental floss racy bikini photo that Amber Rose took got everybody talking. It's good, it's good, it's good. Now people are saying that Kim K is trying to one-up Amber. Remember, Amber hit it first, but then Kim went on and married the madman. So there's like competition between the girls, you know what I'm saying? Probably in their minds. Anyway, Kim's is our hot shot of the day, and it's brought to you by Zenadrin. Hit it. There's only one guy on our staff that said he would rather Amber. Everybody gave it up for Kim in this, and I'll tell you why. Okay, audience. Ladies included. Clap. Oh, wait, hold on. We don't shout out here. Well, we do shout, but not for polls. Look, clap if you would rather Kim. Clap if you would rather Amber. I don't believe the majority of you. You know what I think that you're caught up in? Remember, you gotta compartmentalize your hate. Kim might be annoying and she has ways that we can't stand, but look, I just find, like, this is what a lot of the guys said on the staff, and this is what I think too. First of all, I like this bikini and the boots better. Like, the presentation is better, and also, the tattoos look dirty, and I have tattoos, but I can tell you, and I've said this before, if you have not scarred your body with tattoos, keep it clean. I mean, I'd rather Kim, that's all. Amber's very beautiful. How I'm doing, and we have more great show for you. From the new movie, Black or White, the handsome and talented Anthony Mackie is here. But up next, it's time for Celebrity Fan Out, so don't go far.
There are plenty of hot topics to go around. All new, our first hot talk panel of the year sizzles. Beyonce is dressed like a pop star.
If you saw her last video, you're actually happy she's got this much clothes on.
And And from J-Lo's new movie, The Sexy Ryan Guzman.
Tomorrow on an all-new Wendy.
Welcome back. It's time for celebrity, what are we doing? Oh, celebrity fan out. Okay, our first celebrity fan out comes from Rebecca S., who watches The Wendy Show on WNYW in Hicksville, New York. Rebecca writes, "Hi, Wendy. How you doing? My friend Kelly and I were walking past the London Hotel when we spotted Emma Stone." Nice. She was about to get into a car when we stopped her and asked if we could take a selfie. She was incredibly nice and made my day. Emma, by the way, is nominated for an Oscar for her role in Birdman. Nice. Our next celebrity fan out comes from Vanetta V, who watches The Wendy Show on KDFW in Grand Prairie, Texas. Vanetta writes, "Vanita, how you doing? I work for an airline and found a lost wallet on the plane. When I called the owner, she said that her husband would come to my house to pick it up. Turns out her husband was," this is so random, "Boris Kojo." Can you imagine? I asked if I could take a picture with him, but Boris said, "Let's take one together or else no one will believe your story." Perfect. Perfect. So, our next celebrity fan out comes from Connor W., who watches The Wendy Show on WPFO in Cumberland, Maine. Connor writes, "Hi, Wendy. How you doing? I was at a radio station in Boston when I saw Jordan Sparks." Oh my gosh. Jordan always looks great, but Connor, your smile is everything. Even though she was in a rush, she took a couple of minutes to chat and even posed for a picture with me. She made me realize that celebrities are normal people just like us. Yeah. Well, and remember, Jordan just recently admitted that she gave back her gift from her ex, which was a BMW. Okay, our next celebrity fan out, this is our final one, yep. It comes from Paula W., who watches The Wendy Show on WCTX in Windsor, Connecticut. And Paula writes, "How you doing, Wendy? I was in Foxwoods Resort in the lobby when I ran into Bobby Brown." What'd he smell like? Because I picture Bobby smelling like Newports and liquor. Okay, anyway, she writes, "He was really nice, but when I asked him if he wanted to see a video on my phone of him dancing with New Edition, he said, no, I don't. Well, that was the video probably that we showed you where he was winded and couldn't keep up with the steps. Bobby recently admitted that he and Whitney each cheated on each other. Anyway, thank you for Celebrity Fan Outs. I love these. If you've ever had an encounter with a celebrity and you want to share with us, go to wendyshow.com. Up next, the very handsome Anthony Mackie is here. Welcome back. We loved our first guest in the blockbuster film of the summer, Captain America, and now he's starring alongside of Oscar winners Kevin Costner and Octavia Spencer in a new movie called Black or White. Take a look.
Now, look, if you want to win custody from Elliot, it won't help bringing him into this. Now, I say we go with my original brief. You petition for custody.
He is the father.
He doesn't want the job. Will you please tell her, Andrea?
Auntie, you need to listen to him. He's right.
Don't give me that look.
I'm not giving you a look.
I don't care how many law degrees you went and got. Doesn't give you the right to give me that look. There it is again.
Please welcome back to our show our friend Anthony Mackie. Yes.
New Wendy mug.
So, congratulations on the summer blockbuster. It's nice eye candy for them.
I don't know.
Do you know what I mean?
I don't know. It never happens in real life.
Congratulations on Captain America.
Thank you so much.
Big movie for the summer.
Yeah.
And you are the first black man action hero on screen?
I'm the first African-American. I was the first African-American superhero. But, you know, there was Blade, there was Spawn, there were a bunch of other movies, but Falcon is the first, he was the first in-print African-American superhero.
Yeah, nice job. Now, I know your son is 5.
Yes.
Is he impressed by all of that?
No. He's really into, like, himself and all the stuff he's doing.
Yes.
But,
well, what does he do at 5?
Well, he just hangs out and bothers me. He plays video games. We play football, and he's a race car driver.
Oh, okay.
Real rap,
Okay.
race car driver. It's bananas. Very proud of it. He's just a regular little kid.
So I heard that you, first of all, I love Michaels too. I'm a crafter down.
I am Mr. Michaels.
The thing about a man being at Michaels, to me, though, it's like a man being at the nail salon. Like, you know, you really did, when I heard that you liked Michaels, it really put it in perspective, because I like to see men carrying their women's bags in Michaels, like not really crafting.
I ain't carrying no bag. I don't know about that.
But I love that you like to craft with your son.
Yeah. I mean, we make little stuff like we made a go-kart, and I make, like, if I have a picture, I make the picture frame instead of going and buy like a little cheesy picture frame. You just get your miter saw, 45 it, jam it in there with a stapler, and you're good to go. You know?
I love this.
Yeah. That's my little thing.
So now they had your posters there one time. Tell that story.
When I almost got arrested. When Cap came out, my sister
Captain America.
Captain America 2 came out. My sister was at Michael's, and I didn't know my sister was a knitter, a nitress, whatever you call them.
Yes.
Because I'm like, I want booties, blanket, all that stuff, right?
Yes.
So she calls me. She's like, oh my God, they got your poster at Michael's, and I didn't even know I was going to get a poster.
Right.
So I'm like, what? They got your poster at Michael's. Be there in 10 minutes.
Okay.
Get in the truck, zoom to Michael's, walk in. She's in there like, come on. So we go in the back, and there's a whole box of Falcon posters. So I'm like, you know what would be great? If I sign these, so when people buy them, they'd be like, oh my God, it's an autograph. Captain America ain't signing no posters.
Right.
Black Widow ain't signing no posters.
Right.
Let's do it. So we go in the back, I buy a Sharpie, went to the back, sign. So I get to about the 5th poster. The manager comes like, excuse me, you can't do that. So I open the poster. I'm like, nah, man, I think it'll be cool if I think these will go. And he's like, no, you're defacing property. So now you have to buy all those posters. And I'm like, no, I'm telling you, these posters will sell well.
Now, do you have a big mouth sister who said, no, wait a minute, don't you recognize my brother?
She was, but I put a taste to that real fast. Yeah.
Taste. And you also didn't try to big time the manager by saying, don't you know who I am?
My man said I have to pay for them. I was like, but he's like, you're defacing property, so if you don't pay for them, I'm going to call the police.
Wow.
Whole box. Looking at my sister like, I hate you. I was at my house, and you made me come to Michael's.
So now, the Oscar nominations came out last week.
Right.
And there's a lot of controversy over the lack of diversity.
Yeah.
What's your take? You're an inside Hollywood person. What's going on?
Hollywood is a business. And you have to realize now that Hollywood isn't making movies for us anymore. They're making movies for the world. So most of these movies...
Us meaning Americans?
Us meaning Americans, not us as in my sister. As in America.
Yeah.
So the reality of it is most of the financing for these movies are coming from foreign investors. And when foreign investors finance movies, they believe a certain demographic of people are more bankable than other people.
White people.
Yes.
Well, we also, you know, when they had the Sony hackation, there was a note in there about Denzel Washington.
They're like, Denzel Washington is not a star around the world.
He's not bankable over there.
Yeah.
He's
and I'm
bankable
like,
here.
because when I walk out of my hotel in Europe, it's a whole different ball game. So I know if Denzel walking down the street is going to be carjacking and kidnapping.
And a lot of times, like, Idris Elba has the English accent.
Right.
So somehow that works over there.
Well, they believe... Yes.
So now, Anthony Mackie, as many times as we've talked, I don't think that I've ever acknowledged that you've been with the same girl since 2nd grade.
Yes. Yeah.
I think that's adorable.
Yeah. Still mean. She's still like a 7-year-old. It's the same. Same like beat you up, say mean. She's still mean. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's nice because Hollywood is such a head trip.
Right.
That you actually are with somebody who's seen you do it all, and somebody who you can't front on, like when you get home.
100%. And that's what's so great. Like, you know, we go to the movies together. We watch all our movies together, and she's like my normal person's eyes and ears. You know.
And I hear you and I have something in common. You believe in a lot of cases that men and women have roles.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, you say it because people get mad when I say it.
You better believe it. I'm from this. Yeah, you better believe it.
I mean, I know you're from New Orleans, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm only from Jersey, but I do believe that if he wants a sandwich,
you make Daddy a sandwich.
Most of the time.
No. Let me ask you this. Well, okay, let me ask you this. If me and you out and somebody say something slick to you,
you punch him in the face.
You want me to smack him in his mouth, right?
That's right.
So if I take you on a date and I say, look, baby, we gonna go Dutch.
No.
Exactly. If we walking up to the car and I don't open your car door, what do you say?
Open the door.
You better believe it.
Yeah, no, I am with you. I think
so you make Daddy a sandwich.
I think I will after I get out of the shower. But it'll get done.
If I'm outside cutting that grass, bring Daddy some lemonade. It's hot outside. I'm cutting all this grass.
But what's not hot is when girls call their man Daddy.
No.
Daddy.
You ask your...
I have one father.
Ask that dude back there.
But you know what?
My man.
They do like it,
You got a problem with being called Daddy? You got a problem with being called Daddy? All right, you better go home and call your man Daddy.
I must say, sometimes when you do slip up and say that, men do like that.
Yeah.
But I do believe in traditional roles as well. And I'm not from down south, I'm from Jersey.
Daddy want a sandwich, I'm going to make Daddy a sandwich.
Do you still have your bar in Brooklyn?
I do. I'm opening my second location next month. Yeah.
Well, I don't understand. If you live in New Orleans, why wouldn't you have a bar in New Orleans?
It's just a market thing, like the Brooklyn restaurant market. People in New Orleans cook at home. They take care of home.
Gotcha.
In New York, you know, you ain't got no kitchen, you ain't got no house, you ain't got. You got to go out and eat. You know.
I just think that's great that you have the bar. All right. So now your new movie, Black or White. First of all, I love Octavia Spencer.
Yeah, she is amazing.
And I've always been attracted to Kevin Costner.
Yeah, every girl want to be Whitney Houston.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
So what's the movie about? Tell.
Well, it's basically these two grandparents, Kevin Costner and Octavia Spencer, are fighting for the custody of their biracial granddaughter.
Now, where is her mother?
Well, her mother passed away during childbirth, and her father is a dad. So he's
a white guy?
No, he's a black dude. He's Octavia Spencer's son. He's a drug addict. He's in and out of the picture. So she's been living with Kevin Costner, but Kevin Costner's wife has died, and he's going through a lot. So, you know, he's dealing with alcoholism. And so she's going back and forth to her grandma Wee Wee house, who's Octavia Spencer. Her name is Wee Wee. And so, you know, it's the fight of, is the child better to live with her grandfather in Brentwood or her grandmother in South Central?
Nice premise.
Yeah.
You have such a sweet career.
Thank you.
And it's always nice to see you. Isn't he nice?
Thank you.
Anthony Mackie, everybody.
Go make Daddy a sandwich.
Black or White. It's theaters on Friday. And we'll be right back. Don't go far.
It's time for... You know it! All new. It's a Hot Topic Monday. Busting at the seams. Plus, get your game on. We're winning big. Shake off the winter chill. We're keeping it hot on Wendy.
Monday on an all-new Wendy.
Time for Ask Wendy. Hello.
How you doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing fine. Hi, Wendy. My name's Dan. I always seem to attract an older woman, like 40s, 50s, and 60s.
Yes.
How do I attract a woman my own age without changing who I am?
And you're?
25. Just the other day.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Where are you from, Dan?
Philadelphia.
Nice to have you here.
My pleasure.
Dan, sometimes younger girls are more superficial. And when I say superficial, what I mean is that, and younger people in general, they go for the visual, exactly what they see. They want the guy with the washboard abs, you know, big muscles, beautiful face. The guys want these little girls, you know, with the perfect bodies and things like that. Older women have an appreciation for the total picture. And so you seem like a very nice young man that a 50-year-old would love to be with. But you hang in there, Dan, because eventually you will meet somebody. What, you don't have a problem with older women?
I don't.
Okay. But you want children one day.
Yes.
No, I understand. Yeah. Hang in there.
Thank you.
You'll get yours one day.
Thank you.
Good luck, Dan. All right, we have time for one more quickie. How you doing?
How you doing, Wendy?
Good.
My name is Alexis, and my husband thinks it's okay to call my best friend for advice, especially when we get into an argument or when he wants to buy me something because he got into an argument. Now, I know he's still talking to her. He thinks it's no big deal because I look at the phone bill.
Okay.
Should I be upset?
Yes.
I know.
And I'm not thinking that they're fooling around. All I'm thinking of is that maybe one day they will. Number one. Number two, I think it's very unnatural for your man, whether he's husband or boyfriend, to be calling your best friend. There's only one reason, or a couple of reasons that a man should be calling your best friend. Number one, you want something for Christmas and he wants to know what to get you.
Absolutely.
Or you're not answering your cell phone, so he's like, where's she at? Put her on. It's wrong.
I agree.
You're wrong, sir. Ask Wendy is going to continue next. Keep it here.
It's so easy to get fabulous Wendy Show bling. Just go to wendyshow.com and click Shop Wendy. T-shirts, Diva fans, and my favorite mugs, plus more. Are you shopping?
Mara, Ask Wendy, how you doing?
How you doing, Wendy?
Good.
I've been dating this guy for 2 months. He finally get to take me out. We go meet his friends. When I get there, Wendy, I see that one of his friends is my ex. So
How long were you with the ex?
I was with the ex for like 3 months.
And how long ago did you break up with the ex?
Maybe like 6 months ago.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was wondering, like, should I tell him?
Yes.
Just tell him.
My opinion is you should tell a guy as much as you possibly can within the first 3 months. That way, like, your friend can't torpedo the relationship because you've already done it. Wow.
Okay.
I like that you date a lot and date often.
I love it.
Yes, yes. Enjoy
Free
yourself.
meals.
And hopefully he'll be mature enough. Did you sleep with the ex?
Yes.
Okay, well, good luck.
Thank you, Wendy.
Eye candy is next. Keep it here. Crystal Ramachi's a stay-at-home mom, and she's my eye candy of the day. First of all, you just had your baby a month ago?
Yes, I did.
Terrific. Turn to the camera. I understand. Your whole outfit is under $100.
Yes,
Talk about it.
How you doing, Wendy?
How you doing,
I got
Crystal?
everything in Charlotte Rouge. $15, $25, $35, and $40.
That's the way to do it, Mom. Congratulations, Crystal. We'll be right back. Good job. Today, I want to thank you, Anthony Mackie, and my co-host, my fabulous studio audience. Tomorrow, the Hot Talk panel is here to break down the biggest stories of the week. Plus, he stars in The Boy Next Door, the new Jennifer Lopez movie. The very sexy Ryan Guzman is joining us. I love you for watching today, and I'll see you next time on Wendy. Bye-bye.